I kind of like to describe the human race as more of an invasive species.
I like cancer.
It's a little bit more brutal.
You're a fucking tumor.
Well, my kind of example would be an invasive species in a pond. This species has for some reason been introduced to this pond, and that we'll say a plant, and it doesn't have anything that eats it or really keeps its numbers down, and so it just continues to grow and take over this pond, and it uses up all the nutrients and the resources there, and so the other plant life or the other animals can't grow because they're losing all the nutrients, and this invasive species completely takes it over. But eventually it's going to reach the limits of the lake. Like, it reaches the boundaries, it's taking all of it over. Then eventually that invasive species will start to collapse.
Yeah, mass extinction because there's no resources left.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I like to
They're all going to die, but they're going to
describe.
take the rest of the fucking ecosystem with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the human race as well. So we are a cancerous, parasitic, invasive species. That we are telling me, basically, we're a bunch of fucking monkeys who have been left unchecked on this planet for too long, and that we need to remake dinosaurs. Because I think if there was a bunch of big-ass T-Rexes running around eating people, right, something to keep our numbers down, right? Because, like, I feel like dinosaurs, they hit a real, like, they're just so big, they couldn't populate that much. Like, they would fill up pretty fast. But there is such an excess food supply of really slow, fat Americans that these T-Rexes would thrive for a short period of time, and we would all regress back into caves like cavemen. And then eventually we would have to venture back out once the T-Rexes had mostly died off. We would have to come out and repopulate a land that was completely healthy because T-Rexes had been purging, the entire world of an excess population of people.
Yeah.
So hashtag, get me a fucking DNA-made T-Rex program started. That's my policy that I'm running for president now. That is my policy. I will bring back the T-Rex and we'll eat people.
They probably can do that. They're talking about bringing back the woolly mammoth in the tundra area.
I don't think that scares people. I
mean, it's a woolly mammoth. Like, I don't think that's exactly
sounds
scary.
slow and stupid. Just saying.
Bring back the saber-toothed tiger.
You're right. I need a fucking scary predator that eats people. See, the problem with saber-toothed tiger is
it would be just like any other.
It would be like a cat. So, like, it would fucking bite somebody, and then it would just torture someone for 3 hours and pull the legs off of each human. Like, it would just torture people.
Try and get you to run.
It's got those big teeth, like, it,
just.
I think it would just torture people, and I don't want to see that. No.
No more.
And it's not as terrifying as a T-Rex. Imagine a T-Rex running down the street, and you got people just fucking go, go. And then, like, that was our environmental program. That you just release a certain amount of T-Rexes in every city where, we just have too much people. It is a perfectly natural, unbiased way.
Yeah, screw doing geoengineering.
Right.
Take all that money being funded into that and fund it into...
That is my geoengineering idea, is that we are going to have the environmental T-Rex. They think we are climate terrorists now, which is a new word that came out of a fucking CNN debate.
It's climate alarmist.
The climate alarmist. And then that also came out of the UN climate summit, where basically we're just apparently terrifying people for the fun of it.
And it's being called child abuse.
Yeah, I'm abusing children. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Right.
So we might have to put a warning on this video of warning, climate alarmist, climate terrorist.
If you're under 18, do not listen.
Right. It may terrify you.
What the existential climate
crisis.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So, like, does a T-Rex fall into that category?
Yes.
Yeah, because I do. I want people to be scared. I want that program started with T-Rexes where, you just have a couple T-Rexes roaming around every major city. It's a perfectly fair way because it's like it's a natural way to bring out the survival of the fittest. Can you survive the T-Rex? Because those fat, lazy people, right? They're not going to survive. The dumb people, they don't know where to look for food. No,
Right.
they're gonna fucking go out trying to scav, for some fucking Miller Lite, and a T-Rex is gonna get them.
Yeah. And you can keep your electricity.
And yeah,
It's the
you
perfect solution.
keep your electricity. Does not matter. However, there are gonna be T-Rexes, so watch out. We need a natural predator, and that's how we're gonna keep the human race in check, and we'll be fine. We just need a natural predator that, so we're not an invasive species, so we're not that asshole fish that kills all the other fish, right? We are going to put something purposefully above us to keep us in check. And I like this. It's a perfect system. I don't think anyone could possibly come up with a negative con to genetically making T-Rexes to solve the environmental crisis. I think this idea is bulletproof.
No, I don't.
Absolutely bulletproof.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people could come up with arguments against it. It's more of, I don't think people will like the idea of other people dying.
I thought they didn't like the
save the
idea of
planet.
other people telling them what to do.
Oh.
I'm saying it's a T-Rex, like it's an unthinking lizard. It's a perfect, fair way. It's just going to go after people. It's going to go after the slow and the dumb.
Okay.
It's going to cull the human race back to the survival of the fittest, and we're going to depopulate the planet, and then we'll, eventually get to a point to where we have enough wind and solar electricity that can sustain the people that are left.
Right.
And then we'll all get together at that point and kill the T-Rexes. Natural order reset. Or we'll just keep a couple around just as like a reminder, let's not get out of control and get crazy, or we got to let these fuckers back out. It'll be great. What could possibly go wrong?
And this is why Kale's not allowed to create policy.
Yes, I'm running for president on this platform. Let's get the fucking T-Rexes out. That's what I want. I want it. Well, I mean, come on. People are going to criticize us no matter what.
Right.
I mean, if people were fucking criticizing sweet little Greta
Thunberg.
Thunberg, I don't know how you pronounce the U in there. If people are criticizing her, right? People will sure as fuck be able to criticize us. We're way dumber. She just speaks all eloquently, and we speak, like, the
Garbage.
monkeys that we are.
Right.